Please rise for the graduation processional. Seated. Dr. Christopher B. Roberts, President of Auburn University.
War Eagle. Today, we celebrate Auburn University's Spring 2023 graduates from the College of Education and the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering. And I'm honored to be with you to share this momentous occasion. I want to extend a special welcome to all of those who are receiving degrees this weekend. We begin our ceremony with the presentation of the colors, and I ask that you please remove your headdress and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem. March on, the colors. Joy Shu, a graduate student pursuing a Master's of Science in Music Education, will lead us in the singing of our national anthem. Thank you, Joy. Retire the colors. Please be seated. Commencement is the most distinguished and important ceremony that we host at Auburn University. It symbolizes the closing of a transformative chapter in your life and the beginning of a new one that holds tremendous promise and infinite possibility. So before we begin our program, I'd like to introduce some party members, or some members of our platform party who are with us today. And as I call your name, please stand. Mr. Clark Saley, representing the Auburn University Board of Trustees. Dr. Vinnie Nathan, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. Ms. Paula Marino, Senior Vice President of Operations and Business Services for the Southern Company, an Auburn alumna and tonight's commencement speaker. Ms. Lou Ann Hart, President of the Auburn Alumni Association. Dr. Bobby Woodard, Senior Vice President for Student Affairs. Mr. John Morris, Senior Vice President for Advancement. Mr. John Wagner, Secretary to the Board of Trustees. Dr. Taffy Benson Clayton, Vice President and Associate Provost for Inclusion and Diversity. Dr. Jim Wayenmeyer, Vice President for Research and Economic Development. Dr. George Flowers, Dean of the Graduate School. Dr. Jeffrey Fairbrother, Dean of the College of Education. Dr. Stephen Taylor, Interim Dean of the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering. Dr. Shali Zhang, Dean of the Auburn University Libraries. And Dr. Maria Whitty, Associate Dean of the Graduate School and Professor of Adult Education. Dr. Jared Russell, Associate Dean for Academic and Faculty Affairs and Professor in the School of Kinesiology and the College of Education. Dr. Maria Awad, Associate Dean for Graduate Studies and Faculty Development, and the Charles Gavin Distinguished Professor in the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering. Dr. Alan David, Associate Dean for Research, and the John W. Brown Associate Professor in the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering. Dr. Jeff Fergus, Associate Dean for Undergraduate Studies and Program Assessment and Professor in the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering. And Dr. Janet Moore, Assistant Dean and Director of Student Services in the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering. Dr. Mary Rudisil, Director and Smith Distinguished Professor of Motor Development in the School of Kinesiology in the College of Education. And Dr. Hank Murrah, Head of the Department of Educational Foundations, Leadership and Technology, and Associate Professor of Quantitative Methods in the College of Education. Dr. Paul Fichette, Professor and Head of the Department of Curriculum and Teaching in the College of Education. And Dr. Mark Carpenter, Chair of the University Senate and Professor of Mathematics and Statistics in the College of Sciences and Mathematics. Captain Matthew Roberts, Commanding Officer, Naval ROTC. Lieutenant Colonel Laura Fryer, Commanding Officer, Army ROTC. And Lieutenant Colonel Michael J. Quinn, Commanding Officer, Air Force ROTC. And Dr. Xinyu Zhang, Professor in the Department of Chemical Engineering in the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering, and our mace bearer this evening. Dr. John Lindhaus, Assistant Professor in the Department of Biosystems Engineering and today's graduation marshal. And Professor Rick Smith from the School of Communication and Journalism in the College of Liberal Arts and today's announcer. And Mr. Steve Geis, Interpreter for the Deaf in the Office of Accessibility. It's an amazing group of people, right? Our faculty and administrators are the very heart of our university, and together they've worked tirelessly to prepare our graduates for this moment. Let's have a round of applause for these university leaders as we move. Now, for the real reason we're here. Would all of our candidates for graduation please stand and be recognized? That's all of y'all. You are an impressive group of students, and I feel that most of you would not be here without the people that are in this arena, those watching on live stream, and perhaps those who are here in spirit who have supported and encouraged you throughout your time at Auburn. So I want to ask our graduates to look around and give a big Auburn thank you to your family and friends who are here today and who helped make this possible. Please be seated. This is indeed an exciting day in the life of our graduates and in the life of our university. The opportunity to come together and celebrate the achievements of our students is very special and indeed something I know none of us takes for granted. Since Auburn's founding in 1856, more than 315,000 students have earned degrees from our institution. And this weekend, we'll add exactly 4,866 more to this prestigious group. These numbers are significant because they demonstrate the extraordinary impact that Auburn has and continues to have on our state, our nation, and our world. an impact that's made possible by students like you who continue to exhibit the values of the Auburn Creed wherever you go. Commencement is also an opportunity to reflect on the unique qualities that define you as an individual and as a class. You and your fellow graduates are among our institution's greatest ambassadors, and because we know that you acquire knowledge and use that knowledge to serve the greater good. We know that you see the world through a very unique lens, because you understand that an Auburn education is more than a means to an end. It symbolizes both an opportunity and an obligation to use the skills and the attributes that we have instilled in you to improve the quality of life for others. And while you may not remember exactly what you learned in every class, or on every exam, or from every project that you completed, each of you has learned an essential life lesson, and that's perseverance. Perseverance is key to success, and each of you is living proof of its virtue by sitting here today. Our commencement speaker this evening is no stranger to perseverance and hard work, as she has mastered these skills since graduating from Auburn. A two-time electrical engineering graduate and the Senior Vice President of Operations and Business Shared Services for Southern Company, Paula Marino understands the impact that an Auburn degree can have on an organization, and as we said, the role that our graduates can play in driving the kind of innovation and improves the quality of life for others. Throughout her professional journey at Southern Company, which is the second largest utility in the United States, Paula has held numerous leadership roles that have allowed her to build on the academic foundation that she acquired at Auburn, and she uses that knowledge to help create a sustainable energy network for the future. Whether leading the company's distribution, transmission, fossil hydro generation, and nuclear generation business units, or serving as president of engineering, Paula has worked tirelessly to advance in a field with few women at her level and translate her opportunities into possibilities for the next generation. As a result of her accomplishments, Paula was inducted into the State of Alabama Engineering Hall of Fame in 2017. And while she's a brilliant engineer, businesswoman, and strategic thinker, I know from personal experience that Paula's favorite role is that of a servant leader. She's mentored countless college students through initiatives such as ICANN, 100 Plus Women Strong, the North American Young Generation in Nuclear, the Society of Women Engineers, and Women in Generation, which is an organization that she created. As a result, she's the recipient of numerous accolades, including the Auburn University Electrical and Computer Engineering Industrial Advisory Board, Outstanding Alumni Award, the Council of Engineering of Birmingham's Engineering Leadership Award, and their Engineer of the Year. Noted businessman Paul Pullman once said, "Leadership is not just about giving energy, it's unleashing other people's energy." Throughout her career and personal life, Paula Marino has worked tirelessly to harness the energy of others, especially Auburn graduates, and help them unleash it in whatever field they choose. Please join me in welcoming Paula Marino to deliver our commencement address.
Thank you, President Roberts, for the invitation to be here today and give the commencement address. I am so honored to celebrate this special occasion with all of you. Your journey has included highs and lows, worries and celebrations, laughter and tears. Congratulations, parents. You made it. Congratulations, graduates. You did it. I know your family, the faculty, and the entire Auburn family are proud of you. Today, not only do you receive a prestigious degree from one of the best universities in the country, and certainly the best in the state, but you also become Auburn alumni. This occasion is especially meaningful to me because I'll soon be the parent of an Auburn graduate. My oldest daughter, Olivia, is a junior and rides on the equestrian team. A big shout out to the AUET ladies graduating today. We will miss you greatly. Yes, they deserve that. So I'm just a year away from sitting in the stands, bursting with pride like each of you, and looking forward to the advice our commencement speaker will give to Olivia and her classmates. And as I thought about the life-changing wisdom that I would offer you today, all in 7 minutes or less, my mind kept going back to two things: Auburn and attitude. So I want to start out with something very Auburn, a big war eagle. That was really good. I think they're ready. That's great. I have to admit that those two words didn't mean as much to me when I was sitting where you are now as they do to me today. The words war eagle are more than a greeting. They are more than a battle cry. No two words better capture the pride and the degree you receive today, or the common set of beliefs that guide us, or the traditions and memories that have brought you laughter and joy. More importantly, those two words mean there is a bigger family out there, one that supports you, cares about you, and wants you to succeed. The Auburn Creed certainly makes Auburn special. The Creed is a set of beliefs that we strive to live by. Today, I want to leave you with some thoughts about our belief in the human touch. The Creed says, "I believe in the human touch, which cultivates sympathy with my fellow men and mutual helpfulness and brings happiness to all." It's really hard to believe that George Petrie wrote this in 1943. It speaks to us today because we need the human touch now more than ever to overcome the issues that so often divide us. In particular, I want to share 4 things that you can do today as you leave the arena that are impactful and personify the belief we all share. Give respect to everyone. This seems so basic, but with the amount and intensity of disagreement today, it can be hard to put it into practice. Respect has to be given to get it in return. Manners and politeness are not a weakness. Respect requires listening, empathy, understanding, and being open to differing opinions. Respect does not require agreement, but it does demonstrate your character. Connect with people, not to people. The operative word here is with. Connecting with people happens in person. As Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, people fear each other because they don't know each other. They don't know each other because they don't communicate with each other. And they don't communicate with each other because they're separated from one another. Personal connections matter. They make big problems small, and small problems go away. If the last 3 years have taught us anything, it's that our connections with people are the most important gifts in life. Be humbly confident. As you walk across the stage today and into the next steps of life, you should be completely confident in your knowledge, skills, training, and the value that you bring to the table. At the same time, you need to be humble. There's a great quote that says, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Know that you always have more to learn, that others are valuable as well, and you can't do anything without other people. Leave everything better than you found it. And I mean everything. Your work product, your services, your organization, your community, and especially people. Have a positive impact on the people around you. People won't remember what you said, but they will remember how you made them feel. As you go out into the world, I encourage you to uphold the values of the Auburn Creed by practicing these fundamentals in your life. And say War Eagle loudly and proudly wherever you are to every Auburn person you see. As for attitude, have you ever heard the saying, you can't control your situation, but you can control your attitude about how you deal with it? COVID gave you a very non-traditional university experience, and each of you found ways to keep moving forward. You learned in different ways and supported each other through the hard and uncertain days. Because of this experience, you are more resilient, you're more fearless, and more open to doing things differently. Although it was an extreme, it won't be the last time that you face adversity, hardship, or disappointment. There will be a job you didn't get, a team your child didn't make, a situation that tests your resolve. My fourth grade teacher, Mrs. Weekly, told us that when the Lord closes a door, he opens a window. Said another way, in times of challenge or disappointment, look for the opportunity. It all comes down to your attitude. Of course, that advice didn't mean very much to us as fourth graders. But as I progressed through my life, I've come to appreciate Miss Weekly's wisdom more and more. Looking back, I have applied this advice so many times, and I can tell you from personal experience that it's hard to flip the script. It's hard to move from disappointment to hopefulness and possibly anger to excitement. In the heat of the situation, it's hard to look away from the door. It's hard to even want to find a window, and it's hard to recognize the window that might be right there in front of you. To flip the script, you have to intentionally change your attitude. I call it having an attitude adjustment with myself. Once that happens, it is amazing how the possibilities become clear and your outlook on your situation improves. In fact, other people will notice your attitude towards adversity. I used this advice early in my career when my group reorganized, and I moved from reporting to a department head to reporting to a peer. I could have focused on the closed door and what I thought I had lost, not being in certain meetings, not having the department head's ear, or seeing him regularly. Instead, I intentionally decided to find my window. My attitude adjustment allowed me to see my new boss's years of experience and extensive network as opportunities to learn, grow, and develop deeper credibility. He willingly gave me greater insights into our business. He helped me take advantage of his network, and he became an advocate for me and my organization, which carried a lot of weight. He did all of this because of how I handled the situation. In addition to those opportunities, the change in my attitude made me happier and more fulfilled. And soon afterwards, I had a promotional opportunity. If my daughter Olivia had not had a bad accident while barrel racing, she would not turn to reining and would not be riding on a 3-time SEC championship team. I had to work that in somehow. We are the everything school. If I had made cheerleader at Auburn, I would not have had time to be an SGA senator, where I developed my leadership skills and the public speaking skills that helped me here on this stage today. I could go on and on, example after example, but you get the point. When disappointments happen, they might seem like the end of the world, but they aren't. Adjust your attitude, find your window, and you will see that these challenges become just bumps on the road of life. So the words I want to leave you with are simple: Auburn and attitude. Auburn has provided you with the foundation for success in life. Now it's up to you, with the right attitude, to see just how high you can fly. I wish each of you success in whatever you do and wherever you go from here, and I hope to see you soon here on the plains. War Eagle.
Thank you, Paula. What inspiring remarks, huh? Amazing. Now it's my pleasure to invite our provost, Dr. Vinnie Nathan, to the podium to recognize several groups of students who are graduating with academic honors. Provost.
Thank you, President Roberts and War Eagle. First, I would like to recognize those students who are graduating today with honors based on their cumulative grade point averages. Students with a grade point average between 3.4 and 3.59 graduate cum laude, and I ask our cum laude degree candidates to rise and be recognized. Please be seated. Students with a grade point average of 3.6 to 3.79 graduate magna cum laude, and I ask our magna cum laude degree candidates to rise and be recognized. Please be seated. Students with a grade point average of 3.8 and above graduate summa cum laude, and I ask our summa cum laude graduates to please stand and be recognized. Please be seated. Would all those who have earned a distinction with the Honors College please rise and be recognized? Please be seated. Auburn is home to several esteemed honor societies that recognize exceptional academic achievement, including Phi Beta Kappa, our nation's most prestigious academic honor society for graduates in the arts and sciences, and Phi Kappa Phi, our nation's oldest and most selective collegiate honor society for all academic disciplines. Would all graduates who are members of the Phi Beta Kappa and Phi Kappa Phi please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. Finally, I would like to recognize our military service members. Would all active duty and veteran service members in the audience, as well as our graduates who are being commissioned into our military services this weekend, please stand. Thank you for your service to our country. Please be seated. Thank you, Dr. Roberts.
We now come to the conferral of our degrees and the introduction of our student marshals. Would Dr. George Flowers, Dean of the Graduate School, please come forward?
Good evening. Would SARP Icont please stand? On behalf of the Graduate School, I'm pleased to introduce our student marshal, SARP Icont. SARP is from Ankara, Turkey, and is graduating with a doctorate in computer science and software engineering, specializing in natural language processing. During his studies at Auburn, SARP co-published 5 peer-reviewed papers focusing on the anonymity of social media users. He is currently working at Comcast as a senior research scientist, so please join me in congratulating SARP. Now, would all the candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy please rise? Trustee Saley, President Roberts, and Provost Nathan, on behalf of the graduate faculty, it is my pleasure to present these doctoral candidates for the conferral of their degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as a member of the Board of Trustees of Auburn University, I do now confer upon each of you the doctoral degree to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, and obligations thereunto pertaining. Please be seated.
The Doctor of Philosophy is the highest degree awarded in the Academy of Universities. Part of the tradition associated with awarding this degree is a special ceremony involving the presentation of a doctoral hood. Would the major professors of the doctoral candidates please escort your graduate to the stage to be hooded as Professor Smith calls their name?
Dr. Sarp Ikent, hooded by Dr. Seals. Dr. Masdi Lusta, hooded by Dr. Seals. Dr. Tianxi Xi, hooded by Dr. Seals. Dr. Linda Anna Summerlin, hooded by Dr. Pendola. Dr. Allison Balch King, hooded by Dr. Pendola. Dr. Kelsey Deason, hooded by Dr. Pendola. Dr. Muhammad Alamin Bahadi, hooded by Dr. Hamasha. Hooded by Dr. Brandon Dwayne Brown, hooded by Dr. Dozier. Dr. Zhengwei Lu, hooded by Dr. Smith. Dr. Davis Dyke, hooded by Dr. Rudisil. Dr. Braden Christopher Hahn, hooded by Dr. David. Dr. Fatima Hamad, hooded by Dr. David. Dr. Mal Shailin, hooded by Dr. Zhang. Dr. S.M. Kamrul Hassan, headed by Dr. Suling. Dr. Wilson Scott Lester, headed by Dr. Baggett. Dr. Stephanie Nicole Moraro, hooded by Dr. Taylor. Dr. Hun Chung Zhang, hooded by Dr. Salisbury Glennon. Dr. Lucian John Bufano, hooded by Dr. Whitty. Dr. Aditya Tadakaluru, hooded by Dr. Ken. Dr. Jennifer Snell Ballard, hooded by Dr. Taylor. Dr. Fernando Augustin Cordero Montoya, hooded by Dr. Lamandia. Dr. Yeje Kim, hooded by Dr. Hirobayashi. Dr. Gaurav Sharma, hooded by Dr. Gajrama. Dr. Alexander Stephen Davis, hooded by Dr. Agrawal. Dr. Joshua Allen Roth, hooded by Dr. Kromaski. Dr. Fushang Ren, headed by Dr. Kromaski. Dr. Tai Yushin, headed by Dr. Chen. Dr. Shi Tao Yu, headed by Dr. Chida. Dr. Sultan Zaman Mahood, headed by Dr. Pashish. Dr. Nolan Ryan Chu, headed by Dr. Jackson. Dr. Natalie Aaron Smith, headed by Dr. Barry. Dr. Benjamin Christopher Posey, hooded by Dr. Barry. Dr. Christopher Stephen Lofton, hooded by Dr. Keeney. Dr. Takhelam Singh, hooded by Dr. Lamba. Dr. Xing Dong, headed by Dr. Capiro. Dr. Shiva Prasad Nagaswaran, headed by Dr. Sesak. Dr. Zaviola Amadi, headed by Dr. Saman. Dr. Nabid Hassan, headed by Dr. Samani.
Please join me in congratulating these new doctoral graduates. Now, would all candidates for Master's and Education Specialist degrees please rise? Trustee Saley, President Roberts, and Provost Nathan, on behalf of the graduate faculty, it is my pleasure to present these Master's and Education Specialist candidates for the conferral of their degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as a member of the Board of Trustees of Auburn University, I do now confer upon each of you the Master's in Education Specialist degree to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, and obligations thereunto pertaining. Please be seated.
Graduates will come forward as Professor Smith calls their name.
Maria Cristina Abrego. Huan Lu. Marvin Griffin. Fatima Jamshidi. Matthew Allen Cox. Kendall Brooks Headley. Sandra Crow. Eudoxus Gonzalez Rodriguez. Abby Johnson Davis.
Will the master's graduates please come forward to receive your degree?
You having fun? All right. Madison Louise Evans. Juan Pablo Miranda Castelblanco. Matthew David Lacey. Christopher Mickle Romero. Jacob Lee Lockwood. Charles Samuel Gordon. Joshua David Dollar. Madison Malone. Jennifer Marie Kelly. Gabrielle Utrecchio. Hannah Suzanne Abbott. Sydney Christina Smith. Rayanne King Hines. Victoria Ray Etheridge. Chesley Tyler Grant. Jillian Page Rager. Zhenwan Xu. Jacob Carl Pouncey. Julia Elizabeth Baxter. Caleb Andrew McCarley. Daphne Donafro Walker. Stephen Chase Moore. Victoria Lee Ballard. Hang on a second. We need to type it in. That just means you get to stay up here longer. Wave to the people. It gives me a chance for some water, so I'm okay with it. You ready? Hayden Kowalski. Robert Evan Hamner. Charles Evan Gleghorn. Joseph Michael Patterson. Bilal Zaheen. Jonathan Thomas Aldridge. Zachary James Leggett. Julia Page Livengood. Olivia Alexandra Young. Elizabeth Ann Ewing. Lee Lorraine Knight. Joshua Emmanuel Hudson. Jonathan Christian Abbott. Matthew Lewis Morris. Olivia Ziegler. Victoria Ashley Gay. Pratika Kaur. Pooja Chilakuro. Santizia Catrice MacArthur. Mashnur Rashid. Brandon Farmer. Mohammed Medanchi. Sean Ryan Bauerfeind. Tyler Matthew Shields. Emma Clara Ingram. Clara Morgan Cater. Brandon Damon Morrill. John Cottrell Nix Jr. Skylar Houston Krantz. Shu Yun Lin. Sung Wook Kang. Lillian Faith Strange. Taylor Noel Hartley. Sarah Abby Elliott. Kelly Renee Wallace. Abigail K. Jones. Sarah Caitlin Crawford. Kendall Woody. Samantha Shiego Fortune. Joshua Gregor Hovains. Altaf Hussein. Arju Reza. Chad Johannes Schmidt. Jacob A. Etheridge. Anna Elizabeth Munganest. Catherine Neal Aldridge. Katie Lucille Talley. Christy Broadfoot Reef. April Tarrant Mullins. Connor Steele Jones. Ashlyn Nicole Everett. Christopher A. Casey. Lindsay Cameron Robert. Tiara Chavez Powell. Brianna Leslie Gethner. Caroline Valovich. Peyton Nicole Bradford. Samantha Tarleton. Adeline Marie Quintana. Rashmika Kutupe. Camden Oaks Bentley. Alejandra Maria Breca Diaz. Molly Maureen Cassidy. Caroline Arcoletta. Michaela Christiana Brown. Jalen DeJuan Pearson. Brianna Alexis Walker. Amber Denise Johnson. Garrett Reed. Tepperwin George Imposit. Austin Denny Bartlett. Chandler Thomas Stubbs. Rhett O'Haley. Mary Humphrey Gardner. Francis Hudson Smith. Jai Lu. Yashu Kao. Siori Carolina Ishiki. Alexa Marie England. Anthony Michael Comer. Raman Qureshi. Anton Carlo Belon. Kyle Robert Fleming. Tristan Nathan Lee Wilson. Rachel Taylor Cousins. Elizabeth Malley Tarochi. James David Heidel. Charles Thomas Clicker. Elizabeth Ull Stallworth. Rebecca Caroline Cook. Kathleen Claire Stedman. Caroline Grace Whitehead. Brandon John Francis Crofasi. Jason Anthony Barbieri. Hong Kong Kwai. Samuel Tyler Ewing. Prashamsa Pandey. Hazel Emmanuel Pelaz Rodriguez. Akila Kawasi Alwan. Akila Kawasi Alwan. Arla D. Shelton. Shin Pung Song. Shia Mo. Palanico Spino. Jay House. Jay House Sr. Masumi Akhtar. Aaron Jacob Smith. Evan Mark Collins. Hochsprung. Jason Reed Hochsprung.
Please congratulate these new master's and specialist graduates. We now come to the conferral of undergraduate degrees. Would the deans of our colleges come forward and present the candidates approved by the faculty and recommended for the appropriate undergraduate degrees? The candidates of each college will stand when presented and then be seated. Dr. Jeffrey Fairbrother, Dean of the College of Education.
Would Dustin Lewis please stand? I'm honored to introduce this semester's College of Education student marshal, Dustin Lewis, from San Diego, California. A member of Auburn's track and field team, Dustin is graduating with a bachelor's degree in exercise science with a minor in psychology. He plans to continue his education at Auburn, where he will also continue to run cross country and track to pursue a master's of science in exercise science, followed by either a PhD in exercise science or attend physical therapy school to earn a doctorate of physical therapy. Please join me in congratulating Dustin. Now, would all bachelor's degree candidates from the College of Education please rise? Trustee Saley, President Roberts, and Provost Nathan, on behalf of the College of Education, it is my pleasure to present these students from the College of Education for the conferral of the bachelor's degree.
Please be seated. Dr. Stephen Taylor, Interim Dean, Samuel Ginn College of Engineering.
Good evening. It is my pleasure, along with the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering faculty, to introduce our student marshal, Lydia Mitchell. Lydia is from Gordo, Alabama, graduating with a Bachelor of Electrical Engineering and a Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering. While a student, Lydia worked at Lockheed Martin for 3 summers as a vehicle controls intern, a flight test intern, and an electrical test engineering intern. She has been involved in various engineering honor societies and space-related clubs and participated in undergraduate research in the School of Kinesiology, where she collected human performance data, and in the Mechanical Engineering Department, where she designed and tested flexible temperature sensors in harsh conditions. Please join me in congratulating Lydia. Thank you. Would all degree candidates from the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering please rise? Trustee Saley, President Roberts, and Provost Nathan, on behalf of the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering, it is my pleasure to present these students for the conferral of the bachelor's degree.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me as a member of the Board of Trustees of Auburn University, I do now confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, and obligations thereunto pertaining. Please be seated.
Graduates will come forward as Professor Smith calls your name. Audience, please hold your applause until all of the names have been called.
The College of Education, Dustin Lewis, Quinn Thomas, Elizabeth Preston, Marnie Lane, Jackson Ray, Grayson Gladden, Wainwright Hood, Gardner Lee, Mary Morton, Carl Merberger, Desavion Gerald Dickerson, Dylan James King, Jackson Dakota Tucker, Ian William Ellis, Jacob Troy Favor, Caitlin Elizabeth Collins, Bryn Noel Miller, Annabella Imbranoni, Jillian Kate Tantillo, Caroline Paige Pfeiffer, Ashley Nicole Gibson, Aaron Joseph Thompson, Jackson Manning Hammock, Charles Ryan Gossett, Alice Elizabeth Northcutt, Anna Lee Fennell, Reagan Elise Sagerson, Kayla Marisa Zachary, Kirsten Brooke Plowden, Margaret Elizabeth Rainey, Damari Tavon Harrell, Timothy Wood, William Daniel McCart, Paul Hunter Floyd, Colin Charles Wilson, Caleb Tyndall, Sadie Russell, Stevie Russell, Lauren Kara Irving, Rebecca Jordan Spencer, McKenna Eileen Collick, Emily Claire Basic. Quinitria Tinsley. Zachary T. Markham. Lindsay Jean O'Brien. Robert Garrison Lackey. Austin Ling. Tyra Michelle Dillard. Megan Renee Turbyfield. Caroline E. Peters. Lauren Thomas Marcy. Sophie Ann Chester. Caitlin Ritchie. Blair Mackenzie Waltman. Kaylee Elizabeth Sims. Catherine Brooks Black. Amelia Grace Welch. Jessica Michaela Campbell. Jessica Love Clements. Lainey Ann Levins. Victoria Rose Grindle. Chase Morin. Brooke Cameron Weidler. Caitlin Illyria Garrett. Alyssa Catherine Stanley. Hannah Elizabeth Atchley. Anna Kate Zecker. Megan Lauren Johnson. Erica Brooke Laverne. Sloan Ellison Sylvan. Allison Catherine Avent. Peyton Esther Kling. Ansley Brooke Weaver. Kendall Aaron Dyer. Elise Catherine Neckhoff. Carson Jeffrey Anderson. John Matthew Collard. Rachel Marie Youngblood. Hannah Gabrielle Bigelow. Andrew Scott McKibben. Mary Elizabeth Mitchell. Jordan Harrison Ray. Katie Lee Aldridge. Emily Reese Martin. Kristen Anna Faith Connor. Michael Joseph White. Caitlin Lorraine Fillingham. Presley Brianne Brackey. Cameron Jade Arrington. Madison Michelle Horn. Kathleen Elizabeth Wakefield. Gentry Brown Gerald. Molly Raines McGill. Allie McHenry Sizemore. Mary Reed Goodwin. Kenley Karen Drivelvis. Sarah Mackenzie Henry. Jordan Alexis Butts. Catherine Barbara Curran. Megan Francis Noon. John Perkins. Madison Elizabeth Citrullo. Jake Taylor Carver. Ashley June Calhoun. Sydney Taylor Roundtree. Mackenzie Kathleen Moe. Linda Abigail Woodruff. Julia Grace Keenum. Ashlyn Rose Fournier. Caroline Ann Parsons. Caroline Lindsay Brandt. Isabel Ann Scott. Kayla McCall Reese. Claire Olivia Clemens. Pierce Keegan Pruitt. Shayna Anderson Fitz. Cleo Rose Strauss. Morgan Allison Burkett. Rebecca Louise Friday. Kay Elizabeth Arnold. Emily Marie Warner. Maris Elizabeth Gillum. Catherine Rebecca Cohen. Margaret James Stevens. Macy Brooke Gann. Tanner B. McNaughton. Andrew Foster Ponder. Michael Logan Pierce. Nicholas Jimenez. John Carter Hayes. Abigail Jordan Haynes. Jalen Williams. Tristan W. Lindbeck. Kelly Houck. Ariana Elena Fernandez. Lane Elizabeth Wortman. Mercury Veronica Gilden. Katie Evangeline Albertson. Daniel Alexander Gonzalez. Gemma Lee Hood. Sarah Kate Frost. Addison Michelle Bean. Lauren Avery Richardson. Adrian Victoria Smith. Lauren Nicole Bell. Laura Main Hedgesine. Margaret Claire Williford. Anna Grace Turner. Julia Thomas Stallworth King. Francis Graham Ogwin. Anna Kate McClendon. Melanie McKay Bradford. Caroline Hamilton Easterling. Anna Lee McGraw. Amber Parr. Hannah Grace Sims. Alyssa Claire Rayleigh. Madeline Diana McDaniel. Addison Bailey Scott. Anna Grace Sedeth. Ashlyn J. Sullivan. Marie Carol Tankard. Lily Ellen Brooks. Grace Elizabeth Bogus. Katie Noel Daughtry. Mary Jane Elizabeth Patterson. Kinsley Ann Sanders. Hayden Lee Reeves. Anna Grace Wilburn. Rachel Ann McDowell. Bella Lynn Coffrin. Hope Elizabeth Clark. Sophia Jane Nutt. Claudia Elizabeth Graves. Charlotte Faith Humans. Skylar Jenkins Cook. Audrey Carpenter. Rebecca Caroline McGinnis. Kelsey Alyssa Darwin. Anna Nicole Cooley. Avery Marie Crum. Lauren Olivia Harris. Catherine Burke Watson. Ashley Elizabeth Chilton. Laura Clayton Rains. Mary Margaret Ann Stevens. Samuel Cleveland. James Ryan Bradford II. Alyssa Nicole Benning. Jordan Casey Lane. Riley Abigail Schorer. Jillian Eileen Dalton. Amanda Sprague Crew. Addison Marie Nine. Delaney J. Sumler. Susan Catherine White. McGaffin? Hang on. Caitlin Suzanne McGaffin. Ansley Meredith Ivy. Emma Renee Moore. Gracie Abigail Ray. Garrett Wynn Cox. Ethan Brooks Hensley. Devin Nicole McGlon. Carson Renee Hoffman. Britton Matthew Nance. Jonathan LeGrand. Avery Camden Jernigan. Thomas Kent Nesmith. Mary Rennie McDaniel. Mitchum Grady Smith. Henderson Stokes McDaniel. Nehemiah Tyrese Pritchett. Eric Michael Evil. Chasen Thomas Earnhardt. Mrs. Madeline Bowens Rafferty. Lauren Jean Meyer. Virginia Marguerite Williams. Riley A. Blair. Grace Ann Irwin. Sydney Nicole Stewart. Anna Grace Wilson. Sarah Marie Bianco. Kayla Marie McCary. Mary Elizabeth Odom. Lydia Catherine Payne. Lauren Elizabeth Dallas. Susan Chapel Shiflett. Vera Elizabeth Havard. Brandylyn Aislinn Samuel. Caitlin Tate Poole. Anna Marie Lyles. Callan Elizabeth Stankunas. Megan Tyler James. Madison Ruth Barber. Amanda Jordan Weissman. Adina Lenore Henderson. Ashley Jameson Pankey. Caroline Martine. J. Ellen Davis. James Perkopile. Jake Allen Schmidt. McKenna Hope Franklin. Elizabeth Page Short. Katie Maxon Eisen. Elizabeth Grace Maddox. Zoe Claire Cullum. Kyla Shea Mathner. Colleen Crosby Brown. Alexandra Elise Farlander. Jessie Grace Andrus. Lindsay Marie Garrity. Camille McAllister Curtis. Lucy Catherine Byrne. Austin Sue. Nathan Michael Trent. Megan Elizabeth Hancock. Nathan Kyle Risher. Jinky Gao. Jonathan James Thomas. Sarah Ann O'Shea. Catherine Grace Carlson. Hope Evelyn Keys. Mackenzie Dungy. Myra Cruzy Brock. Catherine Brooks Cawthon. Callahan. Christine Callahan. Sydney Auburn Tarr. Valerie Jean Fetch. Erin Nicole Nahas. Erica Evelyn Roloff. Kara Ann Blankenship. Samuel Austin Merritt. Terrence Creighton. Andrew Bailey. Shalyn Luann Odom. Megan Suzanne Sharbert. Taylor Lee Denton. Maddie Pear. Jenny Adair. Caitlin Alexandra Spann. Virginia Grace Chance. Megan Samantha Geiner. Grace Elizabeth Bartle. Mackenzie Elizabeth Brady. Mallory Lane Smith. Sam Allen Renfro. Jackson Lee Dickey. Anna Malik Carlson. Ansley Elizabeth Shields. Caitlin Jean Barnes. Sarah May Blevins. William Clay Gibson. Jacqueline Alyssa Stevens.
Would the engineering graduates please come forward?
The Samuel Ginn College of Engineering, Lydia Ann Mitchell. Nicholas Victor Rush. Junghwa Park. Noah Suwon Kim. Nicholas Graham Finley. Daniel Scott Benjamin. Jackson Bacon. Jared Howard Prather. Matthew Charles Ippolito. Stephen Haw. Elena Marie Wiley. Jacqueline Ann McGregor. Grace Elizabeth Hester. Barbara Gibson Allen. Elise Garland Collins. Megan Nicole Evans. Gabrielle Swan. Aiden Josiah McMeekin. Sarah Mackenzie Pepper. Garnet Weldon Stansel IV. Mark Dalton McHenry. Carson Blake Heron. Ryan Christopher Hernandez. Jacob Hart Jameson. Mitchell Hampton Bowles Jr. Christian Petrie Verdon Hargrove. Jacob D. Lee. Matthew Levon Barmakian. Thomas Michael Murphy. Hallie Boso. Connor Harrison Utley. Joseph Harrison Blessey. Tyler Min Nguyen. Colin Blaine Roth. Judson Drake Miller. Pierce Dutch Gardner. Anna Claire Painter. Kyle Preston Murchison. Bridges Alexander Borden. Reed Thomas Mullins. Allison Jade Richardson. David Richard Conway IV. Caleb Austin Adamson. Dillard Mason Doggett. Caden Christopher Milliken. Winston Allen Wilkes III. Jacob Paul McGuire. Jacob Graham Hudson. Alexia Michelle Glasgow. Brandon Richard Lundstrom. Hunter Wayne Johnson. Andrew Harris Liebisch. Cole Carter Spencer. Robert Ethan Wilkes. Daniel Chapman. Ashley Nicole Barton. Deanna Rose Cook. Caroline Helen Taylor. Abby S. Walden. Isabel Grace Bella. Dominic Nathaniel Goodwin. David Brown Teague Jr. Soo Young Kim. Derek Nathan Tolbert. Jared Nathaniel Jones. Jonathan Matthew Hill. Rory Emmons Luthen. Stephen Daniel Kevorkian. Anish Akella. Edward James Moses IV. Brandon Ryan Turok. Benjamin Patrick Byerman. Andrew Michael Walter. Paul Baptiste Delmas. Mary Elizabeth Mitchell. Michael William Reed Priola. Benjamin Michael Wampo. Juan Sebastian Vallecida Valdesio. Grant Davis Dodge. Brandon Taylor Alderman. John Stephen Green. Colby Deason. Nicholas Everian Cariotis. Noah Thomas Bird. Murphy Mitchell. Derek Ragnar Swanson. Mader. Andrew Brian Mader. Bedell. Piper Allison Bedell. Alexander Ryan Strength. Allie Parnell Cater. Sarah Christine Cross. Patrick John King. Thomas Kennedy Jernigan. William Frederick Stevens. Ken Junwei Zhao. Emily Claire Richardson. Isabel Doc Cochran. Lauren Elizabeth Fogel. Abigail C. Ning Vineyard. Joshua F. Steelman. Carson Warner Tillery. Josiah Lewis Phillips. Nicholas Michael Johnston. Nicholas Mark Pittman. Evan David Ashworth. Nicholas Randolph Lauderdale. Emil Graf Sullivan Jr. James Thomas Parker. Brooks Walton Roney. Emma Kate Seckinger. Leo Jack Gray. Paige Ireland Hall. Isabel Tatum Wynn. Catherine Elizabeth Dennis. Anna Hartwig. Tyler Rexford Sharon. Wyatt Logan Smith. Patrick Anthony Neely. William Cole Moore. Trevor Zane Holder. Shane Scott Goodson. Rafe Michael Thrush. Ryan Thomas McAndrews. William Michael Kress. Devin Scott Spivey. Jack Thomas Woods. Michael Andrew Cassells. Taylor H. Sorrell. Trevor Romaine. Jake Alexander Romano. Julia Elizabeth Rulo. Warren Bryce Kissel. Matthew Donald Robinson. Dakota Wilkes. Phoebe Flowers Gertz. Bethany Grace Smith. Madison McGee. Jessica Wright. Brooklyn A. Howard. Ellen Harper Brown. Abigail Elizabeth Griffin. Madeline Reese Mack. Ashley Marie Hankinson. Ansley Grace Scott. Caleb J. Kirk. Toby Jameson Crump. Joshua Wayne Green. Dylan Ross Pollard. Connor Brooks Williams. Tucker Max Snell. Benjamin Simmerly. John David Ray. Leif Yamil Kasher. Juan Andres Real Solomon. Natalie Eve Anderson. Rachel Grant. Joshua Henry Komarczyk. David Charles Walker. Ryan Hubbard. Bradford Anthony Womack. Gaines Odom. William Dale Burrows. Hunter A. Lazenby. Sydney Elizabeth Lindsay. Juliana Elizabeth Battaglia. Chapin Elise Hamilton. Jack Laughlin. Haley Allison Maynard. Zachary Michael Popolek. Molly Wynn McNair. Ashley Teal Bell. Sally Phillips Kicklighter. Luther Lee Morgan IV. Jacob Thornton. Suzanne Francis Volts. William Collins Keith. Robert Ellis Spieler. John Colt Belcher. Charlton Clyde Bailey. Nathan Harold Harrison. Katie Rose Hodges. Amelia Grace Lee McConnell. Michael Sullivan. Kalia L. Fisher. Brendan Alexander Rivera. Logan Garrett Glover. Sydney Lauren Carter. Sydney Anna Matheny. William Hayes Daly. Thomas Bradley Pinson. Michael Anthony Gunther Jr. Meredith Kate Shanahan. William Edward Lauder. Caroline Selnow. Kaylee Anamagehi. Wilson Russell. Amanda Leah Stigard. Jonathan Charles Dinkle. James Michael Keffer. Drew Joseph Nardone. Brandy Nicole Ardalona. Noah Matthew Golden. Jolie Michelle Taylor. Erica Raquel Miller. John Gregory DeVove. Benjamin Thomas Smith. Elijah Dina Elkins. Andrew Buckley Warren. Noah Bradley Scott. James Allen Singleton Jr. Patrick Douglas Phillips. Bo Thomas Matthews. Noah Anthony Fleece. Samuel LaFrance Johnson II. Andrew Douglas Welch. James Casey Barnes. Isaiah Lynn Prather. Hampton Kirk Key. Chandler Alden Leopard. Grady William Stafford Hall. Tiffany Wu. Megan Emily Sheehan. Joseph Lee Higginbotham. Evan William Tao. Mitchell Kavika Hufloy. Joseph Hoyson. Joseph McKinney Allison. Andrew McCall Dauphin. Nicholas Dimitri Vickery. Carson David Ratliff. Hayes Anderson Battles. Samantha Michelle Sin. Abigail Marie Reed. Megan Smith. Jack Robert Janik. Bryson Lawhead Hayes. Neil Donovan McMillan. Garrett Neil Dickinson. Tyler Sneed Johnson. Sakshan Gull. Drew Craig Beckwith. Jing Hu Wang. Jacob Benjamin Pittman. Andrew Lee Lamb. Jacob Michael Richmond. David Reeves. Zachary Randall Snyder. Alexandra Jasmine Benedict. Eureka Lakaja Johnson. Tyler Raymond Hearn. Emily Jean Waldman. Avinash Ashmale. Zachary Bush. Collins Virginia McMurray. Ethan Thomas Pete. Garrett David Faulkner. Paige Catherine Gilhooly. Henley Lynette Crosby. Bess Carlisle Mora. Caitlin Elizabeth Trainer. Sophia Jing Wan. Courtney May Lee. Robert Gerald Jones. Megan Cruz. Grant McLean Gravett. Tyler Dean Babinick. I need a drink of water and you look like you're having fun. David A. Edmondson. Mark Dunn. Benjamin Allen Hendricks. Jaixing Bai. Bokang Zhou. Ji Ping. Wanshan Li. Brandon Michael Butts. Benjamin S. Halsema. John Paul Joseph Cox. Delina Nyangdong. Raymond Austin Dickinson. Wei Hu Lu. Kazbek Mazam. Zhan Lun Zhang. Min Ping Huang. William Sean Murphy. Jackson Brian Younger. Nawaf Abdullah Al-Shari. Yazad Al-Sadliani. Joshua Nathaniel Parker. Brandon Thomas Lambert. Michael Kevin Pigg. Seth Andrew Maddox. Jentao Liu. Hanyang Shu. Albert Gordon Goodall IV. Tanner Chevret. McCullough. Gary Tyler McCullough. Brett James McKay. Ensign Hayden Davis Perrin. Caleb Hart. Olivia Leonore Guerra. Jeremy Kyle Ellison. Hemant Anand Sharat. Jared Lee Fleming. Mohammed Madi Salam. George Benjamin Martin. Jordan David Hutchinson. Trinice Alexandria Shivers. Max Morgan. Yu. Taylor Diaz Holt. Yu Ting Lin. Yu Chen Jing. In Hong Chen. Ravi Nataraj. Donald Hammond III. Lila Eden Saunders. Brandon Tate Basir. William Blake Knight. Garrison Vale Smith. Emily Jane Wilson. Georgia Riddell McCauley. Preet Shah. Logan Clark DeSerb. Landon Cole Zellner. Colton Bradley Bosler. William James Corey. Noah Jean Barano. John Carlton Gilbert. Sean Gavin Sylvester. Ryan Scott Pollard. Andrew James Sawyer. Parker Christopher Murray. Joanne Darnell Austin. Logan Kennedy Williams. Travion Jamar Williams. Bradley Khalif Henry. Jasmine Alexis Avila. Jalen Simone Hubbard. Ariel Simone Bailey. Carter Lawson Burleson. Benjamin Logan Worth. James Matthew Centel. Ignacio Castro Otero. Ensign Tayo David Tugas. William Spencer Wingfield. Thomas D. Smith. Antonio Esteban Casacero. Joshua Robert Holder. Tanner Garland Alfano. Michael Joseph Hunt. Christopher Scott Dixon. Chella Pay Russell. Samantha Bren Bartholomew. Christian David Pagalski. Emery Addison Keene. Kevin Michael Kratt. Emily Rochelle Broom. Jessica Lee Wright. Megan Elise DeVoe. Chantel Louise Cryle. John Gratland Stone Jr. Ryan Patrick Litwin. Robert Smith Collins IV. Harrison James Hall. Darren Michael Kirkley. Willoughby. Evan Downing Willoughby. Andrew Tyler Cox. Samuel Mark Colley. Alexander Samuel Clements. Dylan Patrick Johnson. He songs in. Y'all having fun?
I know we don't have to.
He songs in. Dunwell. Nicholas Daniel Dunwell. Meyer. Finley James Meyer. Laurentine. Riley Ann Laurentine. Nathaniel Price Lavoy. Spencer Caleb Overton. Preston Young Langston. Morgan Holly Aldridge. Kason Andrew Stevens. Jacob Kyle Powell. James Tullis Nelson. Abigail F. Howard. Christopher Samuel Sharma. Nathan Patrick Young. George Samuel Kozer. Jordan Khalil Redding Shelton. Adetola Alolade Nicole Koiki. Dalal Sami Saeed Al-Khalefi. Jeannie Elizabeth Elkins. Claire Nicole O'Neill. Brooke Tamara Heater. Daniel Matthew Crean. Jonathan Noah Peters. Nathan Michael Moore. Benjamin Patrick Galloway. Matthew Ryan Gilliland. Landon Wayne Rowe. Nicholas Gibson Roberts. Carson Blake Copeland. Connor Jackson Colvin. Kylie Ann Seffrin. Abby Elise Jones. Rebecca Harrison. Blake Andrew Sandage. William Travis Eberhardt. Ethan William Brown. Brock Andrew Deaton. Andrew A.J. Storer. Matthew Crawford Thompson. Joseph William Dente. Madison Marie McKinney. Emma Katarina Crossan. Ryan Thomas Cam. Zachary Alvin Elgish. Melvin Enrique Moreno. Haley Beth Donovan. Passur. Caleb Lee Passur. Maxwell Andrew Livingston. Camille Riley Coulter. Kaylee Dawn Tomey. Tatum Reynolds. Levering. Michael Dylan Levering. Kristen Henriksen Black. Katie Lynn Harmon. Harrison Avery Socher. Coleman Dan Dobbins. Ashley Renee Shinnick. Melanie Mona Isabel Camoglio. Reed T. Ambrose. Isabel Julia Mayfung Bivens. Maris Audrey Barden. Audrey Christine Gray. Emma Catherine Pyburn. Mitchell Glenn Schultz. Lida Emily Hill McComber. Sarah Grace Jones. Hope Alexandria Forrester. Catherine Lee Morgan. Benjamin McGuire Davis. Eldon Patrick Newberger. Kogar. Nick Kogar. Marcus Scott Evans II. Joshua Bradley Jones. Philip Harold Dietrich III. Eric Peter Holme. Priyansh Patel. Michael Alexander Bragg. Shane Robert McNabb. Braden Most Simpson. Jonathan Dillon Goforth. James Caleb McGraw. Dylan Grant Hasty. Reese Walker Solar. Connor Lee Payton. Alec P. Haynes. Alexander Joseph Richendorfer. Justin Stanley Barra. Jalen Coloni Fernandez Uggan. Lucy Bone. Jennifer Peyton Rogers. Julia Therese Cullender. William Roy Fight Collins. Logan Ryan Suddup. Bradley McCoy Lowry. Peyton Randall McCord. Andrew Golson. Timothy Markham Squires. Charleston David Tisdale. Richard LeBeau Slay. Alicia Danielle Plant. William Albert Pumflet. Bryce Amari Ellis. Evan C. Dormus. Brandon Timothy Miller. Carly Alyssa Christina Therese Ryan. Victoria Lynn McClendon. Anna Elizabeth Murphy. Chrysula Anastasia Karabakuris, David M. Estrada, Logan Freeman, Alex Christopher Schwent, Tori Lynn Allen, Abigail H. Gibson, Olivia Lee Smith, Miguel Alejandro Velez Crispo, Brantley Adam Robertson, Daniel Borenstein, Carson Vines, Thomas Sandifer Gibson, Asa Benton Sparks, John Edward Buckner, Jamila Nichelle Myers, Mary Keenan Elizabeth Nicholas, Carolina Amazaga, Jessica Reed Perkins, Allison Claire Jones, Catherine Elise Hooper, Jordan Alexander Sweeten, Cameron Elliott Sanchez, Benno Earhart, Isaac Russell Evans, Braden James Newell, Matthew L. Kinderman, Dalton Hayward Carmichael Price, Caleb Him St. Germain, Sean Faust Davis, Colin Christopher Wall, Maurice Andre Keenan, Ethan Hereford, Trace Keithon Hefford, William Connor Cathcart, Alexander David Farlow, Ashley Stewart Cox, Jace Dillon Grant, Hayoon Sun, David Helmut Joy, Joseph Harper, William Fain Knieper, William Christian Bradford, Connor D. Grant, Colton B. Smith, Connor Nathaniel Henderson, William David May, Sam E. Ratliff, Colin Marion Bussman, Foster Lee Watton, James Melvin Clem, Samuel Paul Hendrickson, Peter Thellereth Abraham, Ensign Noah McConnell Greer, Ensign Trevor Michael Jones, Samuel Matthew Tuck, Gregory John Murphy, Peyton William Aiken, Hunter Jack Harwell, Jensen Thomas, Andrew Arden Doig, David Britt Schaefer, Dartravius Deshaun Ransom, Kayla Nicole Hill, Ian Larson, Singhat Kumar Singh, Vijay Aditya Krishnamurthy, Logan Sale, Thomas Benjamin Chapman, Aubrey Harrison Freeman, Rachel Park Meredith, Allison Link, Jack Alexander Bennett, Michaela Hope Barksdale, Katie Dennett Leonard. Jinyoung Ma. Nicholas Alexander Buell. David Wallace Wilson III. Gabrielle Christina White. Jacob Robert Birch. Andrew Ethan Farmer. Justin Hugh Hammond. Thomas Perkins Smith. Patrick David McKinley Navarro. Matthew Josiah Shore. Sage Buckner Ralston. Nicholas Winslow Ulstall. Kennedy Irwin Staggs. Griffin Lockhill Gray. Anna Wilson Kramer. William Reeves Alexander. William Ross Ferris III. Colin Tobler Schilling. Charles Joseph Renero III. Michael Allen Scott. Brandon Gabriel Clements. Mason D. Jeffers. Joseph Grant Thornton. Rickman Edgar Williams IV. Caleb Newman Way. Anthony George Tolbert Jr. William Scott Thompson. Lydia Page Hayward. Stephen Jeffrey Walding. Henry Horton Humphrey IV. Kate Elizabeth Handel. Robinson. Blake Allen Robinson. Catherine Carol Klopp. Ellie Guilford. Haley Alexandra Burt. Tyler Chase Carlos. William Brinson Sheffield. Owen Mixon. Landon H. Burridge. Thomas Hamilton Brannon. Yu Jong Hin. Cole Claiborne Tuggle Moquin. Antgumo. William Tyler Puckett. Rachel Rook. William Paul Percival. Robert Hayden Davis. Matthew Daniel Jero. Joshua Christopher Byers. Tyler Michael James. Sean William Leonard. Matthew Robert Jenkins. Joseph Frederick Lasinski. William Matthew Cunningham. Dalton Connor Gibbs. Spencer Kenneth Yates. Alexander Hayden Baker. Chase Rudolph Ingert. Jake Lee Frassanelli. Andrew Troy Connor. Houston Huggins. Rebecca Ann Conaway. Ethan Thomas Long. Gregory Scott Elliott. Virginia Ann Edwards. Macy Victoria Davis. Madeline Livingston Kunze. Jesse Ray Wilson. Jacob Benjamin Puckett. Jennifer Ann Mulholland. Joshua Lane Dell, John Roberts Arnold, Grant Jeffrey Gleason, Benjamin Edward Smith, Reuben Lee Duncan,
At this time, I'd like to ask Ms. Luann Hart, President of the Auburn Alumni Association, to offer our graduates an official welcome. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Hart.
Thank you, President Roberts. Congratulations, and of course, War Eagle. Now that you have completed the academic requirements and earned your Auburn University degree, you join a group of alumni who, like you, believe in work, hard work, honesty and truthfulness, and a spirit that is not afraid. This class has been through so much throughout your time at Auburn. A global pandemic, not being able to surround yourselves with loved ones and travel, taking online classes. You survived and are coming out of Auburn stronger than ever. Now you're here and you're ready to face the world. You've worked hard, but you'll work harder, and you'll do more than you ever thought was possible. While much of the world has changed, much remains the same. Your education and your knowledge will take you farther than you can ever dream, and the lasting relationships that you've formed with each other will only grow further. Auburn University alumni have used their degrees to serve others, to better their communities, and to succeed in ways that they never imagined on the day they wore their cap and gown. I have no doubt all of you will do the same. As you head into the world, remember, Auburn will always connect you to each other. Whether you stay in the loveliest village or move across continents, there are plenty of ways to stay connected and close to the Auburn family. Today, as president of the Auburn Alumni Association, it is my honor to officially welcome you as Auburn alumni. I'm so proud and honored to get to spend this special day with you. It is my hope that each of you will always believe in Auburn and love it. Thank you, congratulations, and War Eagle.
Congratulations to all of the graduates whose degrees were conferred tonight. Graduates, thank you for choosing Auburn. It's been our pleasure to serve you as educators and mentors and friends. May you experience a truly successful life. You may now turn your tassels to the left. We will conclude our ceremony with the singing of the alma mater, led by Christian Lester, a rising senior majoring in vocal music. Please stand and remain standing until the platform party has recessed from the stage. Would everyone please rise?
Sun kissed
Yeah.